We're going to show you step by step on how to file your homestead exemption here in the state of Texas. So before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, it's very crucial to understand exactly how the homestead exemption works. So to give you guys references, you can go to texaslawhelp.org, and essentially this talks about everything you need to know when it comes to filing your homestead, such as what property qualifies as a homestead. As long as this is your primary residence and you are living in this property, you can file a homestead exemption. You even get more tax breaks if you're over the age of 65, if you have any kind of disability, and also if you're a veteran. For example, one of the major benefits of being 100% disabled and you're retired military is you don't pay any property taxes. So you may be someone that is 100% disabled and is also a retired military member. You're more than likely watching this video because you want to take advantage of this benefit and how to actually do it. So how much will you save with the homestead exemption? General homestead exemption is going to save you around $100,000 on school taxes. So for example, if you're getting taxed at a $300,000 assessed value, but you file your homestead, you're now only going to be taxed on 200K because the homestead saves you $100,000, right? So that's a very huge benefit. Once again, if you're elderly or you're disabled, you're going to also qualify for an additional $10,000 school tax exemption, because we have to understand that most of our property taxes, the school tax will be the most expensive. So it's just understanding, getting a firm foundation on how property taxes work and how the homestead works. On top of that, it's very easy to apply for your homestead. This is what this video is going to be about. And you only have to do it once, right? You don't have to do this every single year. What's also important is understanding, is there a limit on how much your tax burden can increase year by year? And it states simply right here, your homestead's tax appraisal value cannot increase more than 10% each year, plus the value of any improvements you made in the past year. So if you're adding swimming pools, upgrading the kitchen, upgrading the bathrooms, this does give you reassurance that your property value can never increase more than 10%. So this goes back to the answer that we gave you guys shortly. How often do I need to apply for a homestead? You only have to do it once. You don't have to do it every single year. So when do I apply for a homestead exemption? You can apply for a homestead at any given time. Back like 2 years ago, you had to wait until January 1st before you can file your homestead. Now, if let's say you move into your home February 1st, you can file your homestead as soon as you change your ID and you update your ID and you have the deed to prove that this is your home, right? And that's when you can do it. Excuse me, guys, trying to get my thoughts together. But we're going to show you how to file homestead. I just wanted to give us a firm foundation so we have true understanding of how this whole process works. Once again, texaslawhelp.org. I will put this website in the description. So the first thing we're going to do is go to texas.gov, right? And on here, it's going to bring us to this website. All we're going to do is create an account. Let's see. So I'm going to go to texas.gov, create account. Okay. Texas.gov, create account. Trying to make this very simple for you guys. So right here. So we're going to create an account. And ultimately, what we're going to do is we're going to put email. You're going to confirm your email. You guys understand how this process works. You're going to sign up. You're going to verify your email. And ultimately, the main purpose for us going to this website is so that we can change our property address. Usually it takes about 2 to 3 months because it seems like all the DPS offices are still backed up from COVID. So it's going to take you like 2 to 5 months just to get an appointment in. So to make this more efficient, you can just come to this website. create an account, and it's pretty straightforward from here. I'm not going to give you the step by step on what you need to do. It's pretty straightforward, but ultimately you're going to create an account, and then you're going to change your address. You should get a notification receipt. It costs about $11 to do this process, but you're going to get an email verifying that your new ID is on its way, and this can take anywhere from 1 week to 2 weeks. So after you do this process, you kind of want to already start working on the next step. And that is going to BCAD Homestead Exemption. So if you guys are in a different city, right, you're going to have a different website. So BCAD is the appraisal district for San Antonio, and that is where we are located. So that's why we're putting BCAD Homestead Exemption. If you're in a different city like Austin, Houston, Dallas, you're going to have a different appraisal district. So if I am you, all I'm going to do is, instead of putting the information that I put, you're going to put Austin, Texas, or Houston, Texas, and the county name with homestead exemption. Essentially, what's going to happen is you're going to get a form and you'll be able to fill it out. It's pretty straightforward, but you're going to pretty much put in all the information. Are you filing a late application? You're going to put no. Tax years for application, if it's 2022 or if it's 2023 or if it's 2024, you're going to put that tax year. And then you're pretty much just going to fill it all out. I'm sorry. It's pretty simple. Obviously, you don't have to answer the questions that you don't need to answer if it doesn't pertain to you. And ultimately, this is all you're going to do. You're going to put no, yes, no. Pretty straightforward. Single adult, married couple, depends on you. You're going to put in all the information that you need to do, and it's pretty straightforward. After you're done filling all of this out, all you're going to do is just save the information. Once you save it, you're going to go ahead and print this out. So once you print this document out, you have everything signed, everything filled out. All you have to do now is wait on the state to send you your new ID. Once you have your new ID and you also have your form, the next step is turning this into your local tax collector office. So if I'm in San Antonio, tax collector office, that's all I'm going to search up, the San Antonio tax collector office. Now let's see the addresses. So it gives me one address right here. I'm going to look up the address. Okay, awesome. So I see it's right here, and I'm going to put it into my phone and I'm going to head over there, right? I definitely suggest going to their website and booking an appointment, because sometimes it can take, about an hour or two, because sometimes on some days there's very long lines. So I would definitely encourage you to book an appointment. And then other than that, it's pretty simple. The 2 forms of documentation you're going to need, we already went over it. But to reiterate, you want to have your ID, and then you also want to have your form, your BCAT form, the homestead exemption. And then on top of that, you also want to have your deed with you as well to prove ownership. And that's pretty much the entire process, ladies and gentlemen. So if you found this video very valuable, please like and also share to a friend. If you are looking to somehow move to San Antonio, Texas, or get involved in anything San Antonio real estate related, all of our contact information is in the description, and we'll see you guys on the next video.